I'm team member Aaron Glenn, private personal consultant and advocate for mental health awareness. Here to put some positive vibes in your timeline. I'm going to start off from August the 10th, even though today is August 11th, 2025. I'll be reading from my inspiration book, it's called Enjoying Peace in Its Presence. Since I haven't had a chance to read from August 10th, I'll start with the 10th and go into August 11th. And this is the word for today. Relax in my healing, holy presence. Allow me to transform you through this time alone with me. As your thoughts center more and more on me, trust, displace fear and worry. Your mind is somewhere like a fear and worry automatically go down. Time spent with me not only increases your trust, it also helps you discern what is important and what is not. Energy and time are precious, limited entities. Therefore, you do not need to use them wisely. Therefore, you need to use them wisely, focusing on what is truly important as you walk close to me, saturating your mind with scripture. I will show you how to spend time and energy. My word is a lamp for your feet. My presence is a light for your path. Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15 through 16, and Psalms chapter 105. It's kind of hard to get like through my mind sometimes. Reading this book, trying to spend time with Christ is like always something I gotta fly just up in my nose, on my arm, everywhere that I am. Little distractions that want to take the mind away from the word. You have to feed your spirit just like you have to feed your body. And this is a living word that guides us day to day, help us balance the spirit and the physical. It's just like with manifestation. We want things to be here in the physical with us, but it comes from the spiritual place first, that spiritual place of creation. When you think about your desires, it starts in the mind. All those things starts in the mind. And the mind is always under attack. That's why I spend time starting off with these vibes to help ease the mind and calm the mind. Just like a river flows and it can go get to the destination that it desires. The mind is something like a river that flows. When you have worries, doubt, fear, all those things are like sticks and stones that causes the flow to stop, the natural flow to stop, your creativity to stop, the way out to stop. There are solutions to everything. In this background behind me, this little image that I'm showing, it was something I created, something that I had time to create when I just sit back and allow these thoughts to come to me without the stress, the worries of the world. Spending time in Jesus' presence, enjoying just the simple gift. This day, enjoying all the things and forgetting about what's not. Not worrying about the past, not worrying about what I don't have for the future. Just enjoying this present moment and letting go of the things that worry me. Just like this tree has the roots flowing down into the ground. That's how my spirit is. I like to be rooted in my belief and knowing in my faith that God is going to be able to take care of my needs, just like the birds and bees every day. So I try to spend time being grateful in His presence, being thankful, just thanking God that I have my right mind, that I'm healthy, and for the small things. And then I look out for the big things to be grateful for. So that's one thing that I can give you guys a tip and tool to manage stress and anxiety. Just to take a moment to practice breathing in all of the good things of life, and letting go of all of the stress and worries. It's like a for a second, breathe in, hold for 2 more seconds. And you just practice that for a while, just letting go of everything, not even thinking about anything. And if the thoughts do come, let those thoughts of worry just flow out with that negativity and just let go. Sometimes you just gotta let go so that you can flow natural with the universe and receive the downloads for you. That's how I win my battle for the day. Just letting go of all the things that doesn't help me get to where I desire to be in life. My future me is gonna thank myself. To myself, when I started digital marketing, the dreams, the goals that I had for myself. And it's a little activity you guys can embark with me on that day. We all will write down some new goals and challenges for the next 3 months that we want to see for ourselves, how we want to end this year. We're going to leave with a strong finish, and we're going to have some activities to help us see those dreams and challenges come true. But nevertheless, August 25th, I'll be revealing the letter I wrote to myself a year ago when I started digital marketing to see where I am currently and how much more work do I have to go. But this was a powerful word for today, relaxing and it's present. It's just like with these creators on the internet, the celebrities you see, you should be able to, just like them, when you see them, they shine their lights. They're someone that you desire to be like, someone trusting, someone not a loss, but, welcoming. That's shining his light, somebody that you can trust, a presence that welcomes people. That's how you want to be living authentic in your truest form and fashion, your truest self. That's how people begin to know, like, and trust you when it comes to the digital marketing as well. You want to be that presence that people can know, like, and trust. You want to be yourself. You want to be able to be yourself, not saying that it's not cool to look up to other people, but become that person. It takes a little courage. It takes a little bit of getting out of your comfort zone. It just takes giving yourself a little bit of room to fail because that's what comes with success. The failures are a part of success, and that's what helps you keep going. That's what helps you know what route to take, how to strategize better, and how to do better at your craft. The more you practice, the better you get anyway. But nevertheless, it's just about being true to your successful. Success 90% mindset and 10% skills. 10% skills that anybody can learn if you apply yourself. I applied myself to learn digital marketing, some high income earning skills that I haven't learned before. To be successful selling online, and these skills that I've learned coming up on this year hasn't been easy, but it has been simple. The strategies that they teach and the way that I implement them with my passion and with my style and with who I am and to my personality for this industry and for the desires that I have out of this industry. I'll be revealing what some of my desires was, some of my dreams and goals was, and still is from this digital marketing. This is just an asset to Team Angie. This will be my third year in business. Come September 22nd, I would love for you all to embark on that milestone with me, celebrate with me. This will be my third year in business. I'm still learning as an entrepreneur. I let that day one be many days. And now I'm going to be on my third year and just getting first year I mainly was just learning about the administrative end, the back end on the business, the taxes and all that stuff. One tip I'll give you guys for free when it comes to an LLC, I'll just tell you like one thing a lot of people won't tell you. This is the key to get in and get going. Work on your personal credit. If you got decent personal credit, that's how you can get the grants, the loans when you start your business bank account. So that's one thing people need to help me up and getting money to get the tools and software I need to jumpstart my success. But nevertheless, it's an important step that I learned and am learning. and also how to fill out grants and stuff like that. I don't do it as much, but it's important to put yourself in position and at least fill out one grant once a month. You know, it's free money. What I do and what I have been doing is filling out for the settlements. I get those every year, every couple months, sometimes every month, depending on how. And a few of them that I'm gonna fill out before the year is over with. My whole thing with digital marketing and with Team Angie, why I got started, was basically to have a solid source of income. I was on a downward spiral, and that's what brought my attention to mental health awareness. I didn't realize that it was a thing. I didn't realize that it was people out here struggling with mental health as well as myself. So I created a safe space for people like myself to talk about these things, to get the help you need. As far as mental health awareness, and to let you know that it's okay to express how you feel, and it's okay to not be okay, and it's not okay to suffer in silence. So that's why I created this safe space for people like you and for like me, like-minded individuals who want tips and tools on how to manage stress and anxiety. I created a blog just for that. It's called Talks with Team Angie, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Also, I created this exclusive community on Facebook where I drop educational videos, do-it-yourself projects, and also motivational videos for people looking to manage stress and anxiety, for recipes, just a lot of knowledge on there. So that's what I created that exclusive group for those people just looking for some tools to level up in life, looking for ways to do things yourself, you know, long handy projects, different stuff like that. It's just a useful resource center, basically, is what it is. But as far as mental health awareness, I took different little resources myself as far as anger management, grief counseling. Team Angie was formed because my late sister Angela, I lost her due to suicide. It was something I didn't know that people of my color experienced or had dealt with, and it was something that was hard to deal with. So, nevertheless, to keep my sister's spirit alive for the woman that she was and becoming, here I was just learning about how to become an consultant because I'm a very resourceful person. That's why I went into the public relations industry as a private personal consultant. Very resourceful person. I just figure I can make money off of what I know, and that's what I've been doing. And what I've been doing is creating the sources of income, more than one source of income, because it's important to know that you always have a way to make money. When I was on a downward spiral, my background, I got three felonies, so it was kind of hard to get a job. First one came, and it was like I dealt with it. It was a different reality, but it wasn't that difficult. But when the second two came, it was like it made it more difficult, and it made a realization of the first one. It was like I have been pivoting, which was okay, but it was like trying to clean up a mess, moving backwards, walking with my eyes shut, not really seeing the damage that I was doing until it was like I don't have that many resources to really survive. And that's when I realized I was just surviving, and it was like when you're in a state of survival, you don't see resources as they are, you don't see people as they are, and you just really miss out on a lot of opportunities. And also, you burn bridges along the way. And it's like, that's not a good way to live. God didn't create us just to be survivors and to be out here scraping and scrambling for the things that we need. So, a long story short, I was watching videos, looking up lane to make money. I wanted to do a clothing line, but I didn't have enough money at the time to go into the fashion industry. It was just some water. It was back in 2022 in September, the end of the year. Birthday coming up October. My son's birthday October. And I had Do I use this money to go Christmas shopping? Do I use it for birthdays or what? It was like it was crunch time. That was it. Just had a few hundred dollars saved, and I was looking up what it takes to start a LLC, and I had just enough to do that. And I was like, I could wait. I could try to double this money up. I could, uh, look up into some different resources. You'll be waiting forever. It's always like, oh, I'll just wait till tomorrow, and tomorrow turns to, oh, I'll wait till tomorrow, and then tomorrow keep going on and on and on until eventually, it's like a few years down the line. And that's where I was thinking at that moment, like, if I don't do it now, I may never do it, and I'll just continue this cycle of, when I get enough money, and I just keep making excuses on why I'm not feeling my passions in life. Even at that time when I was working, I wasn't happy. I had an easy job, I don't want to take that for granted at all and make it seem like I didn't have any good situation. But it was just like in my spirit, I wasn't happy because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. I felt like Jonas running away from my calling. God was telling me all along, like, it's time for you to start your own way. And I kept on making excuses on why I wasn't ready or why I wasn't good enough or why I didn't have the education. I could create a million reasons why I don't want to do what my calling is. But all along, I kept having situations arise where it's like, go ahead and start your own, and I feel good faith. And that's with anything and with everybody, you'll feel like you're not living up to your fullest potential. You'll have situations arise where it's like this is going on over and over again, and I just don't know why. Like, I keep getting irritated a certain way, or I keep spending all my money, or I keep missing out on whatever. Those things, those situations that keep happening. It's just your higher self telling you it's time to level up. It's time to evolve as a person. The outdated looks in life, the way you look at life, whatever it may be. And for me, it was, it's time to believe in myself and travel into the unknown. It was easy making money, working different jobs. I know how to go get a job, and that was my hustle. And it was like, it was cool. I was comfortable doing it that way. But in my heart, I wasn't satisfied. And in reality, those ways of making money, it was nice to have it, but it was like I was capped. I was, you know, spending the way that I know I could be spent. Not to say that I'm a penny pincher or anything like that. It's just like I had opportunities to travel, but I didn't want to spend the money, so I didn't ever look it up. Wasting people time, just almost there but not there. So I just on September 22nd, I said I'm not going to make any more excuses. I'm going to go for it, and I had started reaching out for different information, different people. Everything was looking like I don't know still, I might not do it because I was gonna do it alone, and it was looking like I didn't have enough to even do it. But I just kept going. I just kept going. I was looking into it. I called the people. I used LegalZoom. Set up the industry. I was calculating everything along the way, and I had just enough money. And the crazy thing about it, like Team Angie, this wasn't even going to be the name, and that the name was just waiting all these years because I was already using hashtag Team Angie, and that was just in honor of my late sister. But to keep her alive and truly alive, just made it a company. And I had two other names, but those names didn't go through for whatever reason. It's just like it's destiny. The way that it's happening, the way that it worked out, the day and everything. It was just like it was meant to be. So my first year, I was learning about like all of the tax stuff. I do it quarterly. So every 3 months I do taxes, which I say that later on. So anyway, my first thing I realized I had to do was start working on my credit because I was getting shut down left and right with the loans and stuff like that. I had to open a business account and everything was attached to my name, and it still is attached to my name until I start getting business credit. And I've been working on my personal business. I'm fair now, like in the mid 600, working on 700 or whatever. And I get offers now, but it was like a little. It's been a lot going on, but nevertheless, right? So I've been working on that, and then I didn't have any money for any products. I was just doing my consultancy stuff, like working on people problems and stuff like that. So at the same time, I was working on the website. I created my first website, which was teamangie.net, and I still had that website going on. If you want any of my consultancy services, but I don't advocate for that because I have other things going on and they're worth more. I'm trying to get the most, make some of this money back that I've been spending in this company. But nevertheless, I had accessories. Not my mom blessed me with that. I thank God for him. She invested in me. I had paparazzi uh, accessories, $5 accessories, and I was on the streets with those. I really liked that, but I had a lot going on, and I lost the contract for that. So what I didn't tell y'all was when I did start the company, the whole time I was doing all this stuff, I was on the run, and like it was kind of crazy because I was trying to act like everything was you know normal, trying to be online kind of much, but telling them enough, and I was paranoid. I was a different me, and it was hard. It was really hard. It was challenging. I didn't have the support that I thought. Um, I went through a lot of changes. It was just pivoting from one thing to the next, and in the back of my mind, I was trying to keep up with a lot of stuff. That's how I ended up losing that contract, which was this last year. And I say a lot. Let me stop that. When I lost that contract, I was working again. And I was moving around a lot too, all through the Midwest. So I started off in Wisconsin, Ohio, and different locations I was going to within those 2 to 3 years since I started Team Angie. So it's been a lot going on. I've been here, there, everywhere. So trying to juggle everything. And then and plus on top of that I had open cases going on besides the warrant that I was running from. I had a case going on with the IRS and with unemployment. So they had two open investigations going on at the same time. And I was trying to, deal with that stuff as well. Like my second year and a half, coming into my second year, like my first year and a half, I was dealing with those open cases with IRS and with the unemployment. So I finally beat them cases and they paid me last year like 16 bands. And with that money, I had basically bought this program, was cleaning up my credit, like, for the one. I'm free and clear now. Everything is all took care of. But I might be skipping a little bit because this happened like 2023. This is like my second year and a half, coming into my third year. Uh, so yeah, now like this year I've been online a whole lot more because I've been free. I'm free, and it's like I finally get a chance to really like go in on my business and like my vision, recreate my vision, everything like that, and also tap in with the community that I've been involved with, learning these high income earning skills. I just created a whole bunch of new art. That's the power of being able to be alone and sit in silence. Being aloft doesn't mean that you're not accessible. It doesn't mean that you're a loner. being alone doesn't mean being lonely either. A lot of times throughout these 2.5 years, coming on 3 years, with just doing all this, it was those moments alone where I realized my direction and I realized the strength I had to keep going. There's a lot of times I felt like giving up. There's a lot of time, even now, like, with the digital marketing, trying to learn certain things and being unsuccessful with trying to learn. It's a lot that goes into it. But I learned how to give myself some grace and how to celebrate the small things. Little chat the other day, and it was like, break it down. If you have to, break it down real small, to tangible tasks. And that's what I've been doing with myself. I've been learning how to not be so perfect, not be so uppity on myself, give myself some grace, give myself a little room to fail, analyze what I do and did wrong, and just start over from there and go from little piece on up. Like with this, the NFTs I've been doing and everything. I'm gonna share with y'all some art I just created and dropped. And we're gonna check out this little video. So I've been learning a lot just playing with this, with the AI. It's pretty dope. Let me just show y'all my new stuff real quick because I heard about this. And this what type of stuff you find out when you spend time. I didn't have these thoughts at first, like how to do something with my art. I was kind of down last year. I got a lot of art and I was trying to sell it and do that. I don't even paint it yet. Some art that I'm finna work on. But yeah, we finna check it out though. We finna get into it in just a little quick second. That's how I created too. I'm gonna show y'all everything in the back. Alright, so these I published some and some I did. But I just created all of these. Like you probably won't believe that I could create stuff like this. I ain't even think I could either, to be honest. So some of these I publish as well, and I'll show y'all what they do. Like I don't think I did this one. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Let's check this one out because I got way more. Because I just did one. So now I got I think like 60. Wait, let me go here. Yeah, 66 payments. I'm gonna have to change the price on it. But yeah, check this out though. I just made this. Y'all gonna have to go in there and check out the preview yourself. I don't know if it'll show. Uh, no, it ain't gonna show. All right, so look, check this out. This what I do, cause all these like digital art, this I just created all this stuff too. I'm really proud. Most of this I just made today too. Um, Only thing I can do is the links in my bio too, because they are like big. Wait, let me see if I can do. Because they are digital art. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to pull them up. They dope. They all in my file. I'm finna pull them up. If I can, I'm gonna try. But if not, then y'all gonna have to go check out my link in the website. And then the only thing is I'm finna load up. Cause on this thing that I use, you can only put like 5 videos at a time. I'm finna just show y'all what I was just on y'all. And then I'll take them down and then I'll show y'all a few at a time. Matter of fact, I'll even show y'all my screen and then we can create a video so y'all can see them all. I did like at least 10 of them and y'all can see them back to back to back. That's what I was thinking about doing too, but I don't know if like y'all want to check it out. But if y'all do, let me know, we can go over all these. This shit right here. I was showing y'all that was the still, but when you click on it, it'll show you all my images like this. So yeah, it's pretty dope, huh? And what I was showing y'all, they give us the ideas like this. Like I created a challenge of myself. This another thing. This is my digital art. So what I was just showing y'all, which is this, okay? They be having challenges, and you earn credits and stuff like this. Like here go one that I just made, and they like this one. This one do stuff too. They are animated images, but you'll have to go click on it. Like where is that? If you go on my page on here, you can click on here, buy NFT, and what this gonna do is gonna take you to here, and then you click on preview, and then it'll show you the preview of this. But I just did this one day ago. I'll check all that stuff out. But anyway, this what they do. Like if you want it to be a poster and stuff like that, which I was just showing y'all, that's what you use. You can turn them to gifties, to posters, gift cards, wallpaper, t-shirts, cups, mugs, pillowcases, book covers. Like, it's unlimited things you can do with it. Turn them into stickers, put them on your fridge, put them on your glasses, your laptop, PC, phone case cover. That's why I designed it like this. It's another source of income. And it don't take long. Like, AI helps me do the majority of it. Some of it I do on my own. But either way it goes, I'm using my creative genius. It comes from my mind first, and then I put it on here. I manifest these images the same way that other people do with their creative genius. It's the same way that we learn to teach you how to make your time work. High income earning skills. You learn these type of things. How to turn your passions into profits. And it's not all about money. Like I enjoy doing this. But I make money from it too. It's like the best of both worlds. It's pretty dope. I never thought that I'd be doing something like this, and I thought I was showing y'all. My bad. Let me try to pull this back up one more time. But yeah, I got a lot of art on there. I just created this like the other day. I don't know stuff like this would it turn into a wallpaper. That's what I was trying to show y'all and tell y'all. Do stuff like that. It's a friend of mine. We did a little skit out. We have a very special time. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you say, you know, All right. Thanks for tuning in. This is the reading for August 11th, and I'll leave you guys with this inspiration for today. And also, let me know what you think about the community members and the type of mindset that we have. Also, we have live mentorship. We meet twice a week. Tech skills. Come to me when you are weak. Come to me. Come to me. This is my continual invitation to you, proclaimed in holy whispers. When your heart and mind are quiet, you can hear me inviting you to draw near. Coming close to me requires no great effort on your part. It is more like ceasing to resist the magnetic pull of to my loving presence, so that I might fill you with my fulfillment, with my fullness. I want you to experience how wide and long and high and deep is my love for you, so that you can know my love that surpasses knowledge. This vast ocean of love cannot be measured or explained, but it can be experienced. Revelation chapter 22, verse 17, John chapter 6, verse 37, and Ephesians chapter 19. And that's the reading for today. This one. I'm turn down my brightness just a little bit. My situation going on charge. I got to charge it up a little bit. But nevertheless, I did just drop some new digital art. You got to check out that experience. Also, if you want to learn how to create digital art, you might want to check that out. Also, if you're looking to start your own online business with the live mentorship, grab your free blueprint copy at teamangieLLC.com. All you do is type in your email and then look out for two emails from Team Angie LLC. That'll be one, the blueprint, and two, the newsletter. I need to grab me like a bandana. My hair to the point where it's starting to get in my eye. That's usually why I keep this towel on, so I can just pull it back, stuff like that. But yeah, free blueprint copy. We're gonna get ready to start a new 90-day challenge. August 24th or August 25th, I'll be unveiling the letter from past me to future me on what our goals was, what our goals is, have we achieved them? Do we? The answers will be revealed on August 22nd. So keep a lookout for that. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. So yeah, like we was talking about in the video, that letter, it's important to have goals, and we're gonna see what it's about. Talked a lot about accountability. You guys want to see how accountable I am with myself and for myself. It's time to kind of see if this talk is actually, what it's talking about. Yeah, I'm excited though. Ready to see, ready to see what I need to work on and what I've been working on and how I've changed. I know certain things that I'm doing right now, like with this art. This is something I didn't see way back then, so this is something totally different. Maybe it's a distraction. Maybe it's the journey I need to be taking. But we'll see what's what in a week or two. If you guys want to check that out, I now have 66 pieces available in the collection. But what I'm gonna do now is get back to working on my contract. I'll be happy if they get approved by my birthday, October 28th, CRC20, which is a crypto token I've been working on. So surprise. I'll be having myself something I'm working on. If I could get this contract approved, I'll be one step closer to doing that. But in the meantime, I do have other tokens, non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Those are available. They're a little more expensive than my digital art, but it costs a little more to make. So, I am a profitable organization and I do work for profit. But yeah, the digital art, it doesn't cost much to make. It's affordable. And, created this situation and opportunity. It was something I like to do. What up, IPH, NTOML? People be hopping on too, want you to buy subscribers. A lot of people be doing that too. Some of your favorite streamers probably be on here buying viewers, buying subscribers, buying followers. That's what this person is. More than likely, they got a link for me to go buy some subscribers and viewers and stuff like that. But I don't do stuff like that. I mean, if you guys want to subscribe, you can do that. But other than that, nah, it's about growing organically. I'm not gonna go use the money to do that. Free blueprint copy available. Check this out. If y'all wanna make $5 today and also get these cryptocurrencies, you might want to check the link in my YouTube. My YouTube, because you could get started today and unlock what I got. So you can copy paste what I got and you can start profiting by weeks like I do. This is a part of my exclusive mentorship as well. So this today. Oh, and then wrap it up. This should be it right here. Trying to put a little bigger. Alright. The situation over here, the crypto. And then I'll show y'all because I did take some money out. But you see, right? Week by week. And I'm gonna take some money out and start it over again. But you want to take some profits out. And here go all of the crypto. And then these pay dividends right here. So if you want to know what I got, these coins, they cheap too. So you want to be able to buy a lot of these right now while you can. 25 worth, $25 in worth. I made $1.40 today. I got 2 million coins, 2,059,000. It's 51% of my portfolio. Uh, Lost 25 cents today. But you make decent moves when you got a decent amount of coins. So for like 20, and then we'll check out another one. And they below like $1. We got some Shiba, I think. Yep. So you want to grab some of these too. We down 30 cents. We got a million of these. 172,000. But look how cheap they is. Get you a retirement account too. This is you can flip too. They pay dividends. Uh, that I was, and they pay dividends. They're gonna pay next month. Nine. So we broke even basically at the 51. So we made a little money today, and then it came back even around noon. We're gonna be paying some, and this the highest they go up to about $1. So I being doubled up. They want to, and then it's like what I was telling y'all as far as well they're not showing it on here, but they'll show like they QA and stuff. Which I got 2 shares in there, and they pay dividends too. And we made profit on this one because we bought in a little less at 41. We up 20 cents. And then we getting paid again on this one dividend. So yeah, y'all want to go ahead and take action with that. You can go ahead and make your money on there. These was the art I was telling y'all about. 66 photos already. I just did this one. I'm pretty proud of this one. So yeah, yeah, y'all